Good evening, everybody. Neil Valentine, happy to be here. Thanks for coming out. All right, there's my ugly mug. So I'm Neil. I've been working in travel tech for about 15 years. Most recently in August, I sold my business to an amazing group of crypto investors. We stripped out and sold some of the major assets from that business as the foundation for what is Nightcrawler, what I'm going to be talking about today. And so that chassis that Nightcrawler is built on transacted $2.5 billion, over 8 million room nights. I've built apps, platforms during my career. You don't want to hear me talk about myself. Well-versed in travel and travel technology. As you can hear, I'm an American. I lost my jacket tonight because I'm from the West Coast and I'm feeling a little cowboyish today. But I want to talk to you tonight about the state of travel today and where travel is headed in the future. And so I want each of you to think about the next big trip you want to take. All right, it has to be a place you've never been. Does everyone have kind of that place in their minds right now? Would anyone volunteer to tell me what it is? There's no wrong answers. Come on, somebody. Oh, I see a hand back here. New Zealand. New Zealand, that's a great one. Anybody else? Come on, everyone loves to travel. It's got to be somebody else. One other person. To the moon, okay. Oh, I've already had that one. We got Elon Musk over here. Okay. So I want you to think about what type of research you have to go through to go to New Zealand, to a place you've never been. And if you're like the vast majority of all of us, you start on a search engine, maybe you jump into social media, you figure out where in New Zealand you want to go, then you jump into the meta search engines, you narrow it down. I want star ratings, I want price, you can figure out where you are. But in the end, that research is highly and vastly dependent upon you as a traveler to do. And the future of travel has none of that. The future of travel is much easier, much simpler. It's a personalized experience for you as a traveler, where you can tell technology what you're interested in, and technology can take the friction out of that. And it's unified. As it lives today, we have silos within the travel industry. Silos for hotels, silos for homes, silos for different ways hotels sell their distribution. And in the future, that will all be unified. And above all, it has to be simple. It has to take you out of the process. It has to take the work and responsibility off of your shoulders of searching, discovering, and then it has to take all the responsibility off of you for price comparison. This is going to happen. The question is, who's going to do it? And most importantly, there has to be trust. You have to know that there aren't hidden fees. You have to know that the price isn't going to change when you jump from one site to the next. What if I could tell you that there is a way to travel better? What if I could tell you that you didn't have to do all of these things yourself? It is here. It really is. The reason it's not is because travel is broken. The reason that this reality that we've talked about is not here today is because a lot of companies make money as you, as a consumer, travel around the internet. You are the product. There's a ton of money that's made as you price comparison shop. And who's making the money? We have what are called these meta search engines, which started out having great intentions, but in the end, introduced advertising revenue. And the advertising revenue drives the vast majority of their profitability. And so they sit as middlemen between travelers and between property owners and online travel agencies. And everyone's seen this. This is the most frustrating experience to come in if you're trying to go to New Zealand. There's no apples to apples comparison. 80% of their revenue is generated from ads. And if you're a meta search engine, what is your incentive? Their incentive is to, you as the product, the traveler, they want you to click on as many outbound advertiser links as possible. So Trivago will make between $3 and $4 for every one of your clicks. So you click on 2 times, great. You click on 10, even better. So as a large advertiser myself, spending tens of millions a month in Google, it was really frustrating for me to see them move into the meta search space. And so about 4 years ago, Google saw it. They thought, well, Kayak, Trivago's doing a great job. Let's test this. And so they created their own metasearch product and slowly started moving advertisers out of 40 cents cost per click advertising into $6 cost per click advertising. And it's completely unsustainable, right? If you look at online advertising as a percentage of revenue, it's completely disproportionate to other players in e-commerce. And there are fees. You've all done it. You've been on a website, you've linked out to something else, and the price changes. Why is that? And the reality is, there are some travel players that are charging 21% of subtotal for you to use their platform. But it's all hidden. You have no idea. And so what Nightcrawler is, encapsulating all of those, the future of travel that we talked about, by introducing some really basic concepts to change the way that you travel. And we've been doing it for the last 15 years. It's a large addressable market. I know where it started, I know where it's going, and I know that because I've built a backbone. We've connected into all the different supply sources that hotels and homes use to distribute their inventory. They sell it through online travel agencies like Booking.com and Hotels.com and Expedia, but they also sell it private rates into wholesalers, bed banks, closed user groups. And as we connected all of these, we realized there was a better way to travel. And it was to take a multi-night search, break it into components of 1, 2, and 3 nights, shop those components independently, right? The 6-night stay now turns into 12 different components, shop them independently, pull them back together as one booking. Same hotel, same room. So here you see it in action. It's breaking down a multi-night stay, shopping across, these are public rates, saving the consumer 20% in this example. We do the exact same thing with the private rate inventory. This we have to do behind a paywall. We have to do it in a community because we can't expose those rates publicly. And so where are we today? In 2013, we knew that we had to protect this, and so we issued our first global patent. It was issued in 2017. We have a neural network that sits behind this that's doing a lot of the data cleansing that has to happen in the travel industry. The travel industry data is really dirty. And so in the end, we're saving consumers 15% using public rates. Here's our patent. The real gem is once we get you behind a paywall, we can offer you up to 50%. You no longer have to pay retail. You can travel using wholesale rates. And finally, we're writing non-identifiable information, you as a user, to a blockchain, so it can be audited, right? So there's true price, so that you know what your fees are. If a hotel is going to charge a fee, that's their business, but they should expose it to you as a consumer, which doesn't exist today, which we will be absolutely getting to a zero hidden fee environment. And then creating a much simpler experience. It's what we all want, it's what we all need, this is where the industry is going. The other patent that we have is combining hotels and homes together in the same platform. If you're going on a business trip, you want to do your first night in a hotel, the next 2 nights in a home, the last night in a hotel, there's no way to unify that with one single transaction. That's what we're doing today. And then it's obviously, I'm here today talking to a crypto crowd because we've enabled Bitcoin and all the major cryptos in our alpha. So our alpha focuses the crypto community. But then we're also allowing you as a user to leverage your greatest asset, which is your home, your apartment, your flat. We can tell you in real time what the value of your apartment is without even you creating a listing. You can give us your neighborhood, you can give us your address if you want to, we can do real-time lookups, we can do historical lookups. I can tell you that from in December 15th to the 23rd of last year, your home would be worth 1.3 times more than it would be normally, and you can choose to list if you want. And then you can store any of the accommodation commissions you make. You can store those on platform as a platform credit in our token, and you can use them for future stays. Now, look, the 3 major travel companies have invested billions of dollars in their metasearch players. There are 3 of them. We all know Expedia, Trip, which is C-Trip. They changed their name to Trip.com recently. And then Booking Holdings, which is Booking.com. We are a massive disruptive threat to the meta searches that sit in their portfolios. So we're in the middle of a public sale. That's why I'm here talking about what we're offering. We've got a really aggressive discount for our utility token. Here's some specs I won't go into. I'd love to talk with you after. But what I haven't had a chance to talk about is our team today. And we've got experts in data science, machine learning. Our CTO is the former CTO of AdBank that did a successful token sale in 2016. An amazing person in Scott Wines, who's a marketing genius. And then we've got an incredible development team in Latvia and Lithuania. I could go on for hours about those guys. But above all, you can go in and look at our roadmap. You can see that we've been developing software. You can see our GitHub commits all the way back to 2013. You can see all of the patents that we filed and have been issued. Moving forward, we're highly focused on deploying our alpha with our coins at the same time. And then our beta will be focused on allowing fiat users to come and use the platform as well. In conclusion, say goodbye to the past, the way travel was done, and come join us in the future. Love to have you guys come and join our token sale, talk to me about private opportunities as well after. Thanks everybody.